Hello, Louisiana Beer Reviews. Do a review. We are doing a beer called Christmas Ale from Abita Brewing, and we've done this over the years. And the reason we keep doing it is because every year they change the recipe.
It's that time of year again.
Now, they don't change it much. They just kind of slightly tweak it. They used to do that with Anchor Christmas Ale, which their company went out of business. So we're talking about companies going out of business. Okay, each year at the Abita Brewery, we craft a special dark ale for the holiday season. The recipe changes each year so that Abita Christmas Ale is always the perfect gift. They can't accuse you of regifting.
If it's different, yeah.
Right. Well, regifting is when somebody gives you a
I know
gift
what you mean, but
gift.
repeating the same gift for somebody, yeah.
I hear Jerry going somewhere in his diesel truck. All right. So, you don't get this where you live, I don't think.
Like the Christmas ale specifically?
Yeah. You might get Abita, but not this.
Yeah, oh, okay, yeah. Because
Just
they
like
definitely sell like Abitas and the Abita party packs and stuff.
Just their basic ones, but not the specialties, like the new
Yeah.
Fluffer Nutter that came out this week.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's been out a few years. Fluffer Nutter is supposed to taste like a Nutter butter cookie,
Yeah,
you know, with the
like
peanut butter.
marshmallow. With
No,
like
Nutter
marshmallow
butter.
Fluff. Well, no, because Fluffer Nutter makes it sound like makes me think of marshmallow fluff and peanut butter.
I think, you know, it's called Nutter butter, and it's shaped like a peanut, the cookie, and it's
Yeah.
got peanut butter in the middle,
Yeah.
and it's the two light.
Where's the fluff come from? Fluffer Nutter.
I guess they couldn't use directly the name Nutter butter because they didn't have the rights to
Yeah.
it, so they had to come up with something that kind of mimicked it. I guess I'm just guessing. I don't know, and actually the answer. Okay,
This is a lovely amber.
amber, and they say it's a brown ale. Now, if you
A lot
can
of
see
sediment in there.
with the light shining through this thing, it looks like almost an orange brown, burnt sienna they call that, with a lot of sediment, like you said. I don't know what that is. Maybe you see they add flavoring to it, like maybe orange peel and whatnot. And I think that's what that is. Some kind of. Well, we'll see when you taste it. Let's see if we can. Let's do the aroma first.
And maybe it's because of the small glasses, but not much head and
No.
pretty light,
Not much foam at all.
pretty white colored.
So they say a dark ale, but it's not really that dark.
No.
It's darker than a normal beer. Okay, aroma. I'm picking up, honestly,
I could get some like candied orange in there.
really? I was picking
Maybe
up,
it's only because you said that, but in my head.
I was picking up like bread crust. Not the bread itself, but just the crust.
Some wheat bread crust, yeah.
Yeah, all right, cheers. I'm thinking they're adding orange peel. I didn't notice that when I did a solo review of it. I'm getting the bread crust, but there's something else they're adding.
I could taste that. Yeah. I see what you mean.
Now that's how they could get away with saying to change the recipe every year. They might use the same basic beer,
Just throw something else in there.
but
throw
maybe
some spice.
a little more spice this type this year, next year a little bit, and they could just tweak it each year, and it doesn't really change that much, but
Yeah.
it's just a little different. But that's the same thing they used to do with the Anchor one. I don't know if you ever had that one from Anchor. It's called
Probably at
Merry
some point.
Christmas, Happy New Year, our special ale, and each year it had a different tree on it. A different fir tree from 1975 to 2022 when it went. But
Slight hoppiness.
a little hoppiness, you know, a little bitterness, but it's mild, like a little pine tree maybe.
I was thinking that, adding to the Christmas vibe. It easy drinking, pretty smooth, like not super heavy mouthfeel, but
Yeah, the body's kind of medium, kind of making it a beer. When you drink it, it reminds you of a Christmas tree, not an artificial Christmas tree.
there's
Mostly
nothing
dry
like
finish.
too crazy that's like jumping out at me. Not like that year it tasted like peppered ham.
I think we said it tasted like ham glaze or
that what it
ham,
was?
something like that. Yeah, that was a weird one. That one, I don't think they were shooting for ham glaze.
But this doesn't have any super potent flavor that I'm like, oh yeah, it's really making me think of this. Like,
Yeah, it's just all combined.
kind of subtle and integrated.
It's all, yeah, like you say, integrated. It's nothing pops out. It's just like a brown tan ale.
Yeah, I do get that little suggestion of orange peel, but
My hair was falling in my eyes. My hair is so long. Yeah, so if they added orange peel or any other spices, just a little bit, don't you think?
yeah,
Tiniest little amount.
it's definitely subtle. But like, I mean, it's good. If you wanted something seasonal at your holiday party but didn't want to get too crazy, like probably a lot of people would like this because there isn't anything too
It's not too strong or
extreme on
bold.
any end of the spectrum. Like, it's a little hoppy, but it's obviously not an IPA. It's a little darker than a regular ale, but it's not like a dark beer. It's got like that little hint of a seasonal flavor, but it's not like a pumpkin spice beer or something like that. So I think like this could be a really accessible, just kind of basic, but it's got like a really cute little Christmas logo, so why not?
So you think
Put
it
it
would,
at your holiday
it would
party.
work? It would work at a Christmas party.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree with that.
Yeah.
And I think Abita tries to do that with their beers and not make them too extreme.
Yeah, like if you bring this to the Christmas potluck, people go and drink it.
And as we know, some of these companies that were doing the extreme beers seem like every month we read about another one. They're,
Another one bites the dust.
they're like, we're closing our facility at the end of the month. It's like, oh boy.
Well,
here
we were
go.
just talking about Trim Tab in Birmingham, Alabama, which has always been my favorite Alabama brewery. And they just got acquired by another brewery
Good
called
People.
Good People. So, and their tap rooms closed. That's kind of sad, but that's what we're talking about, a lot of small
They probably
breweries
bought them.
closing.
They probably got a good deal on it because they're just shutting
But they're
down
just
everything.
every time I see a new brewery open, I'm like, really? Could we have something else?
Yeah, and then you're seeing these new liquor distillery.
Kombucha, a meadery. I went to a meadery in Atlanta. That was really cute. In Nashville, there's a sake tap room they are sake producers. That's really cool. But I'm tired of seeing new breweries. I'm like,
Yeah, there's
it's
a
not
new,
2012 anymore. We need to calm down with this.
Yeah, there's a new, not new, about 3 or 4 years old cider place in New Orleans.
Broad Street Cider,
Cidery, like you go try ciders.
Broad Street Cider,
Something like that. It's somewhere around.
the
by the
area of the
river.
city where Zoni Mash is.
I think
Kinda.
it's more like by the river between like
Oh, I might be thinking of a different one.
New Orleans and Jefferson.
Because there is a cider place in New Orleans. It's like right over there there's like a local chocolate shop. And then the cidery is like upstairs. But it started as a subscription service during COVID where you could order cider and you could like reuse your jars or the
Okay.
bottles. And then now they have like a little tap room space. And it's really good if you enjoy that kind of thing.
yeah.
Excuse me, they have a lot of different type of cider flavors. I love a good like dry cider.
I just can't get a taste
Like
of
not
cider.
too
I don't
sweet.
know why.
Maybe you just haven't had good cider.
I think I've had good cider. I don't know. It's just something about.
I'm telling you, when I was in Colorado Springs visiting my friend, she got these really dry, like small batch ciders that were just like wild fermented, just
Yeah.
really kind of like artisanal, but I was like, whew, it was good.
I'm not against trying
That
it.
is not Angry Orchard.
Yeah, I'm not against. Well, that's a more mass production, but I'm not against trying them. But I don't know.
You're not going to seek it out usually.
Definitely not, because it's just got that apple juice flavor. I'm not really a juice person, but anyway, not that I'm against juice. I just don't drink it.
Have you had sake?
I've had a number of sakes, and they're good. That's like a sort of a rice beer type of thing. Yeah, it's not really a wine. It's not really anything. It's its own thing. That's why the U.S. government has it kind of like in its own
Struggle
little-
to, yeah. But I've had some really wild and interesting ones. Like there's one I had that tasted just like a dry sherry. Like if you'd put it in front of me and not told me it was sake, I would be
Really?
like, oh, it's a good sherry, yeah.
I've just had the ones you find at the grocery store. Whatever ones they have at the grocery store, that's the ones I've tried. And I like them all.
Yeah, I'll shout out Proper Sake Co. out of Nashville, but I think you could find their bottles at the store like other places. They make really good products.
All right, so back to this one.
Oh yeah, it's good.
How would you score it? Like a B, B plus, A minus?
Yeah, I think I would give it like an A minus or a B plus. Maybe an A minus. It's not bad by any means. There's nothing like that exciting about it, but it's good.
It's like a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm not mad drinking it. I didn't have trouble finishing it.
I'll go along with that. I don't remember what I scored it previous, but I'll say 9 out of 10.
I'm not sitting here like, woo, wow.
It's excellent, but it's not most excellent. But then it's not expensive either, so you can get a good deal on it.
And it does have a cute label. Like I said, if you want to put these out at your little holiday gathering, like...
Santa Claus being pulled by a team of alligators
Yes.
instead of reindeer.
Which
All
I
right.
just saw at Celebration in the Oaks, the little Nightmare Before Christmas. That was the Cajun Night Before Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway.
So, Les Bon Temps Roulé, an excellent, getting into excellent brown ale from Louisiana. We're going to end this review by saying y'all go to Abita Springs, Louisiana, and take a brewery tour.